Former Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, who had promised to post-Diwali bring out an expose with the links of Nawab Malik and the underworld, today brought out several documents which he claimed showed the direct link between Nawab Malik and several players in the underworld. Now, Nawab Malik too, in a tit-for-tat move, has said that he will now bring out the links of underworld with Devendra Fadnavis.
सलीम पटेल और शाह अली खान ने मिलकर इस जमीन की बिक्री की है। बिक्री किसको की है? सॉलिडस इन्वेस्टमेंट्स प्राइवेट लिमिटेड। ये सॉलिडस इन्वेस्टमेंट प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी है नवाब मलिक जी के परिवार की। इस पर जो आपको मैंने दिया हुआ है, इस पर लेने वाले की साइन है, वो है फराज मलिक इनकी।
कोई अंडरवर्ल्ड के दबाव में या किसी बम ब्लास्ट के आरोपी से ये प्रॉपर्टी हमने खरीदी नहीं। ये पूरी तरह से हम किराएदार थे। जो जगह की मालकिन थी वो चाह रही थी कि आप ये मालकी हक ले लो और हमने उनसे लिया। जो खान फैमिली थी, पठान फैमिली, जो वहाँ के वॉचमैन थे, उन्होंने अपना 7/12 पे नाम चढ़वा लिया था। उसे सरेंडर करने के लिए उन्हें पैसा देने का काम किया। और ये सच्चाई को देवेंद्र जी ने राई का पर्वत बनाने की कोशिश की।
मुंबई के गुनहगारों से आपने जमीन क्यों खरीदी? मुंबई में बम विस्फोट करने वालों से आपने जमीन क्यों खरीदी? और ऐसी कौन सी बात थी जिसके कारण ये मुंबई के गुनहगारों ने एलबीएस रोड पर 3 एकड़ की जमीन आपको 20 लाख रुपए में दी? तो क्या ये टाड़ा के आरोपी की प्रॉपर्टी जब्त न हो, इसलिए फिक्टिशियस कंसिडरेशन के ऊपर आपको ट्रांसफर की गई?
आप कहते तो मैं ही सारा कागजात आपको दे देता और भी कागजात आपको उपलब्ध करा देता, लेकिन आपने अंडरवर्ल्ड का खेल शुरू किया है। आज तो सारी चीजें मैं बोलूंगा नहीं, लेकिन कल सुबह 10 बजे देवेंद्र जी का अंडरवर्ल्ड का क्या खेल है इस महाराष्ट्र में, और देवेंद्र जी ने मुख्यमंत्री रहते हुए किस तरह से अंडरवर्ल्ड के जरिए पूरे शहर को हॉस्टेज बना रखा था, कल सुबह 10 बजे उसकी जानकारी देंगे।
All right, let's take this across to our guest now. Joining us live is Chandrasekhar Jha, Vice President of the Shiv Sena. Shehzad Poonawalla, Times Now contributor, is also with us, but also joining us is Gokul Chandran, political analyst. I want to come across to you first. Gokul Chandran, what these charges do at some level or the other is that they do dent the credibility of a person. He is, of course, a sitting minister, but somewhere or the other, the questions that he has raised already, as far as Sameer Wankhede is concerned, now there will be, very serious questions being raised now about Nawab Malik himself and his links to the entire underworld, as has been alleged by Devendra Fadnavis.
Yeah, good evening, Madhav. First of all, very sorry for my video. Actually, I was traveling. Coming to the topic, Devendra Fadnavis was the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, and today he woke up. Today he got all the details. What was he doing when he was a Chief Minister? A deal which was done in 2005. Mr. Devendra Fadnavis is using that deal now to threaten Mr. Nawab Malik to save Mr. Wankhede and his team. Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, if he was clear and if he was correct, he should have taken action when he was the Chief Minister. Why he didn't take action then? Now this is pure threatening, and Mr. Nawab Malik has clearly given an answer of what has happened. And if you have a problem, BJP is ruling the center, and go ahead and have a CBI inquiry on Mr. Nawab Malik.
Okay, Atul Bhatkalkar. Atul Bhatkalkar, why could this not have been investigated when Mr. Fadnavis was in power? He was the Chief Minister for 5 years, many years after the time when he has now alleged that this transaction took place. Your response to that?
See, this transaction took place in 2005. After that, for 9 years, there was government of NCP in Congress. And we expect that in 2014, one registration regarding this transaction should come to go to the Home Minister, that time Home Minister and Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. And so today Nawab Malik has readily expected everything whatever Devendra Fadnavis stated.
Now the question is
He
why
agreed.
Devendra Fadnavis was
But he is so confident that he bought 300 square meter property at LBS Road.
No, Mr.
in Mumbai.
Bhatkalkar, the question is the purchase of the property has not been denied. You're absolutely right by Nawab Malik. The question is he is denying the links, and therefore Gokul Chandran is asking you, sir, why did this not get investigated during Mr. Fadnavis's regime? That's a very simple question. Do you have a response to that?
For sake of argument, if during our tenure there was no investigation, now it should take place.
Okay. There was no information available. There was no information, Gokul Chandran, and that's why this investigation did not take place. Now this documents and this information has come to light.
So till now, Devendra Fadnavis didn't have any information over this. So suddenly, after coming to opposition, after failing to form a government in Maharashtra, he got all the documents and proof.
That is not the issue.
So what was he doing?
That is not the issue.
That is the issue.
How sitting
He is
minister in
misusing his
2005 enter and
till
register
today-
agreement with Tata
Till today,
Filming.
Okay.
And then you said Bangladesh.
Okay. Let me now bring in other panelists. Now, Shahzad Poonawala, you know, it clearly seems that offense is the best form of defense is the strategy that is being adopted here by Mr. Nawab Malik, because he says now I will bring out underworld links of Mr. Fadnavis. But somewhere or the other, do you think that these charges have raised some serious questions about Mr. Nawab Malik? Because already there have been questions raised as to why he has been targeting certain officers within the NCB.
Absolutely, Madhav. And Madhav, let's assume that what Mr. Fadnavis and BJP is saying, that they got those documents today and therefore they've done the press conference. Now, fundamental question is that the agreement is not being denied. Why would you have an agreement with somebody involved in Mumbai's most dastardly act? And why would you have an agreement with somebody who was a frontman and a shell company or shell face of a terrorist sister? Point number one, today should there not be a free and fair inquiry for which Mr. Nawab Malik should be allowed to step down while the inquiry is on, because you had the same expectation from Mr. Wankhede. Now point number two, they are saying now we will come out with something about Mr. Fadnavis's links with the underworld. But Shiv Sena was part of the government with Mr. Fadnavis. So is Mr. Malik now saying that if Mr. Fadnavis has links, that he is going to unearth tomorrow through a hydrogen bomb, that hydrogen bomb is being dropped on Shiv Sena? Because if I remember correctly, Shiv Sena had equal number or quite a few substantial portfolios and very important portfolios. So either the Shiv Sena was complicit with Mr. Fadnavis or the Shiv Sena was clueless in the alliance. So that hydrogen bomb, before it drops on Fadnavis, has already dropped on Uddhav Thackeray.
Okay.
I would request Nawab Malik to take a break.
I want Chandrasekhar Jha to respond to that. Chandrasekhar Jha, where has where really, of course, has the issue happened? Because this hydrogen bomb that Mr. Malik is planning could very well turn around and boomerang is the allegation of Shahzad Poonawala. But before I come to you, very quickly, let's just go through these documents very quickly. These are the charges that have been laid out over here. Nawab Malik's son, Faraz Malik, has signed in as a receiver on the papers. This is a charge that has been said. Also a charge being mentioned over here is that the 3-acre land bought only for 30 lakh rupees. Another charge over here is that the land deal with Underworld was struck in 2005, and this is the time when Mr. Malik was allegedly a minister at that point of time. At least 4 Malik properties with Underworld links is another charge that has been made over here by Devendra Fadnavis. And these are the signatories. Mohammad Salim Patil, who is a Dawood aide. This is as far as the property deal is concerned. Sardar Shah Ali Khan, the 1993 blast convict, and Faraz Nawab Malik, the son of the Aghadi Mantri. So these are the individuals who have signed on this one particular property transfer paper. As you can see, this is an official paper. And of course, Hasina Pakar, who is Dawood's sister, is accused number 1. Also, of course, co-accused in the land grab case are Salim Patel, who is Hasina's aide. That is, of course, the sister of Dawood Ibrahim. That's the information coming in. Further details as far as the 1993 blast convict Sardar Shah Ali Khan and, of course, signature of Faraz Malik that is seen over here. Let me take this question across to Chandrasekhar Jha. Chandrasekhar Jha, you know, somewhere or the other, there are some serious questions being raised as to whether this entire episode is going to, you know, embarrass the Aghadi, of which your own party's leader is the Chief Minister.
See, the first thing is that that the whole story has been cooked up by Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, knowing very well that Mr. Nawab Malik exposed some NCB officers who were extorting money. Second thing is that the Nawab Malik Mr. Nawab Malik has done press conference. In press conference, he has declared everything. And the thing is that Mr. Devendra Fadnavis has links with underworld. That has to be seen that what he exposes tomorrow. Now, during the tenure of Mr. Devendra Fadnavis, the ministry did not make any inquiry. Now, after a certain period of 15-20 years, if somebody comes and tells the media and tells the court that there was a document and there was a land which has been taken by someone else.
No, but sir, these are some very serious charges. We just debated that point about why it was not investigated during Mr. Fadnavis'
No, these are
Gokul raised that point. Gokul Chandran raised the point. My question, sir, is that are the links to these individuals, how can they be denied? Because this is a direct charge with documentary evidence that Mr. Fadnavis is claiming that this is directly linked to D Company. Mr. Nawab Malik says it's not linked, but is that the end of it?
These charges, if you see, if you see these charges are being put by Mr. Devendra Fadnavis or BJP upon the opposition regularly, and this has become a regular habit. We are now taking care of all these habitual offenders. We are also seeing that these people are acting against the law. We will take the action.
Shahzad, I want you to respond to that. These are regular charges that are made. Are these regular charges that Mr. Fadnavis normally makes? Shahzad Poonawala.
Listen. Okay, one second. Mr. Uddhav Thackeray, one second, sir, one second. Let me just articulate this in 20 seconds. Mr. Uddhav Thackeray, somebody who is very closely associated with Mumbai, is he okay with a minister and his family dealing with those who have given the worst memories to Mumbai? That's the only question. You're not denying the agreement. You are dealing, even forget legally, this is morally repugnant that you buy properties from Dawood Ibrahim's people. That you buy property from those who have been accused in the Bombay bomb blast. Sir, listen, forget Devendra Fadnavis. He did nothing. You tell me, what are you doing? You are the party of Bala Saheb Thackeray.
That does not stand good. That does not stand good. He was having a ministry. What he was doing.
मी मराठी माणूस आहे मी तुम्हाला सांगतोय की तुम्ही काय करणार
there are no links. There are no links.
You tell us what you are going to do.
All right.
There is no link. This is not.
All right. Mr. Bhatkarkar also wants to come in on this.
आता हे लिंक नाही तर तुला काय पाहिजे आता?
Okay, Atul Bhatkarkar.
This is not isolated case. Nawab Malik has links with 4 more properties as far as the underworld is concerned. Not only Nawab Malik. Is it bare coincidence?
There are no links of underworld. Please keep it aside.
Also purchased the property.
Please keep it aside.
From Iqbal Merchant Mines in 2008.
One day Aryan Khan was accused. You have to release him. Now Mr. Deshmukh is accused. You have to release him. Now Mr. Nawab Malik is accused. You have to release him.
Chandrasekhar Jha, let me ask you a pointed question. Let me ask you a simple pointed question. Chandrasekhar Jha, are you saying that this property transaction document, are you saying that it is a fake? Because there are signatures, there are photographs there of Dawood Ibrahim's aide, of a convicted person as well, who is accused of making those bombs and planting those bombs. Are you saying this document is a fake, Chandrasekhar Jha?
How this property was brought?
No, was it a fake, yes or no? Are these documents that have been produced by Mr. Fadnavis correct or wrong?
Even Nawab Malik has not refused.
Are they correct or wrong, sir?
If it is a registered document, Mr. Nawab Malik has explained it.
Yeah, no. But are they correct or wrong? It's a simple question. I'm asking you. What do you believe?
He has not explained it.
Logical question. Madhav, shall I ask a logical question?
See, the thing is that if a document is a registered one, if it is a legal one, then it is a registered document. If it is a fake document, that has to be proved.
No, if it is legal or fake, that is the whole question, sir. That is the whole question. But at the end of the day,
if the
Mr. Bhatkarkar, can such an argument hold,
we have never denied any investigation.
There is an explanation being given.
We tried to cooperate.
We have Mr. Chandrasekhar Jha who comes out and says that whether it is legal, whether it is fake, has to now be probed. This is a very, very serious allegation at the end of the day.
Madhav, can I get in?
No, but the thing has been explained clearly by Mr. Nawab Malik.
Okay, Shahzad, you want to respond to that? Has it been explained that clearly by Mr. Nawab Malik? Or are there still questions that remain to be answered? Shahzad.
There is... Madhav, there are only two explanations. Either the documents are fake and Mr. Nawab Malik proves that it is fake, or if it is true, then he does not deserve to continue in the cabinet of the son of Shri Bala Saheb Thackeray. Now, which of these is actually applicable? He is not given evidence that it is fake document, and therefore Bala Saheb Thackeray's son has a person
Tomorrow,
who dealt
Mr.
with the
Devendra
underworld
Fadnavis
and with
is
the worst
exposed. Tomorrow, if
terrorists of
Mr.
Mumbai
Devendra Fadnavis
in his
is
cabinet as
exposed,
of today.
you will talk
this is
differently.
the stamp that you have applied on
You
your
will talk
government.
differently.
How did a convict sell the property? I didn't understand
Sir,
this.
आप सारी बातें कर रहे हैं,
All
ये
right.
बात नहीं बता रहे.
All right, very clearly, there is there's a huge difference of opinion as far as what these documents really mean, what they construe, and what their importance is. I'd like to thank all our guests for joining us. We have to slip into a very quick break for now.